Welcome back to the Build Battle series. Of course, once again, I'm joined by Reese over there, my amazing brother. Of course, you may have seen some slight updates to Minecraft since we last played. We can easily tell how foggy the distance is. This is not what it was like the last time we played. There's been some major updates to the game since we last were in our Build Battle series. But we're back, and Reese looks orange as crazy. Crazily orange. Anyway, before we go to our build ground though, we need to reveal who won the previous round. So get your block at the ready, just in case. Because it was... So the winner of our hotel that we built last time was Reese. So Reese, put your block down. So let's go have a look at our previous build before we move on to our next new area that we've just literally set up for ourselves. And we're here at the beach. That's the beach. At your beach hotel thing. And my beach hotel. Everyone tends to like sleeping on the floor because there is no rooms, but obviously this hotel is for sale. So in his storyline. So let's go to our new ground and finally reveal what we're going to build next. And it's Reese that will reveal it, of course. Do the deeds. A library. Interesting. Don't think we've built one before in this world, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get this built. So, I'm ready when you are. Well, I will give us a start. Like always, we're not going to have any time frames or anything. We can just build it to whenever we finish. And of course, we'll be muted as always. So, let me get to that station of muting myself, because we are ready to start in 3, 2, 1, and build. Okay, I'm on mute. Reese is on mute. He can't hear me. I can't hear him. Well, let's get building. Okay, a library. I'm thinking maybe something a little old school, or maybe something a little posh. I don't know where I'm going with the vibe of this. So we're building as quickly as we can. So I think I'm going to build out of, like, not quite wooden. I want it to be like stonish, like bright stone. I want it to kind of look stonish. So what I might do is build maybe out of these pale oak. I haven't built out of pale oak. This looks pretty cool. And I think for the windows, I'm going to go with like tinted windows. I feel like that will give it a really cool vibe. And for the door and stuff, I'm going to have to be careful, obviously, in where I build, because obviously I don't want the building to be set on fire, because I've got wood being built, so this is going to be a bit careful and hard to build, so I'm going to get this done. So I've got that. I have also got the lighting. I don't know, I'm thinking like something a bit more standard with lighting. And it's not going to be as frequent. It's going to blend in with the ceiling. So it's going to be different this time for the lights. Obviously, there'll be a ceiling over the top, but no one will see that bit of the ceiling, obviously. So I think for the lights, I'm just going to use normal glowstone. I feel like either glowstone, or maybe sea lanterns. I don't know. I think maybe sea lanterns would do better. Because what I'm thinking of doing is building the ceiling and then like the lights over it. Obviously, we're protected by a layer of glass, so it's a new set of light sequencing I'm doing. So I'm gonna miss a good gap between the walls. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. I'm gonna start building about here, and it's gonna be the entire size of the ground itself. I want it to be pretty big, which is why I'm going the entire size of the ground. Well, the reason why I'm doing that is because I want it to be quite big, and usually libraries are pretty big. Obviously, we need space for bookshelves. I've got tech units to put in as well, so it's going to be quite a big build to do. So we've put the pale oak blocks down. So I'm going to need to find the halfway point. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So usually the ground is 30, but because I've missed a 3 gap, it's now 29, 28, 27. Half of 27, of course. So yeah, you can't really do half of 27. So yeah, half of 27 is 13 and a half. So I'm going to have to do 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So about there's the halfway mark. Or what I might do is I might do it as a set of double doors. I feel like it would do better as double doors. And for the path, or for the floor, I'm gonna also do the pale oak flooring. I feel like that would do better. Or what I'm thinking, maybe do some birch flooring or like oak flooring maybe to make it look like it's linoed. I'd say probably more better if I did it as oak. That way it's like kind of blent a little bit. Forgive me if you can see like that, like whenever I move, sometimes it might pixel it a little. There has been a new update to Minecraft lately, and I just don't like this new update. As you probably told while I was standing out, looking out at some of our previous builds, you could tell how like fogged up it was. There seems to be like this extreme fog thing they've added to the game. They've added some other new stuff to the game as well, and it's kind of affected the way our characters look. Like if I'm out and about in the light, my skin looks brighter than it usually would. I'm quite, I've got quite a dark skin tone. Well, I've still got like a light mixed skin tone, so I guess that's the thing. But yeah, and you may have seen I've finally managed to get back my little green hat. I actually lost my green hat. I'm supposed to always have my green helmet on, but no, not for this one. So yeah, this is all set. It doesn't have to be decorated. I mean, I can decorate it if I want to. Or I can just leave it empty and just have it ready to be decorated, I guess. But yeah, this is going to be a library. So in one area, obviously, we're going to have a reception desk. There's going to be a little book. There's obviously going to be a reception desk thing. We've got an... I'm going to have a zone where there's going to be computers and stuff. So it's going to look pretty cool, I guess, for what's been done here. And you can tell there's been like a lot of changes made to Minecraft lately. Even oak does not look like oak anymore. This is just a weird update. Anyway, less of me whinging about the new updates to Minecraft. I'm just going to build this library up and get it looking really, really awesome and really cool. And it's going to be good. I'm going to be fresh, so yeah. So if I do tend to go quiet a little bit, I'm just trying to concentrate. I do kind of fall quiet quite a lot when I'm concentrating on certain things, just so I can get it built up quickly. I know I've been doing all these like stupid cam cuts and stuff, but I don't think it's really been doing much to help out. So yeah, I'm just gonna build all the way through. Almost done now with the grass. And then we're good to roll with putting down the flooring. I think, obviously, I don't know what I'm going to do with the door. I guess, if I wanted to match it, I guess a darker door would be nice. Maybe not an automatic door. I just don't think automatic doors would have worked very well with this library. As much as it all look kind of cool with like the style I've chose for the build and stuff, there's just a lot of difference. Oops. I'll just pretend I did not do that. Don't really matter anyway, because no one's going to look under there. Now, I can get the floor done. I know I kind of did it as that floor, so I'm just going to put it as the floor I've chosen, which is just going to be these normal oak floors. So I'm going to have to be careful when it comes to burning the wall, so it doesn't spread too much. Place is looking pretty good. I guess the tinted glass would kind of look pretty cool, which is why I'm wanting to go with this slightly cool look. But yeah, it's looking good. So. Also, if you do want to have, obviously, us build more things, leave some suggestions for what we can build in our comment section as well, just so we know what we can build, because we are starting to run out of ideas for what we should build. So I'm just obviously asking for suggestions. Just recommend some things that you think we should build for the next build battles, for future episodes, because we are starting to lose ideas. I think door wise it might be best if maybe I do spruce. I feel like spruce doors might work better. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Just do that. There we go. Spruce doors complete. So the edge of these tinted glass window. So I'm gonna go. I just like the vibe of it. It looks pretty cool. That's that. Let's miss a gap 3. So 3. Like that. Brilliant. This is looking pretty good actually now. Just zooming out so you can see like what I've done with the front stretch there. Yeah. So for this one, I'm just going to build this up over the edge. And it's just going to... That's where we are now. Obviously it's going to be a bit taller than this, but obviously it's going to be taller than this, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. It's 4 blocks high. It's not going to be actually 4 blocks high. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another turn here as well. I'm going to go and I'm going to do 1. I'm going to do a 3. Gap 6. Another 3. Gap of 6. Another 3. Like that. And this makes it look cooler and fresher, I guess, than usual. I usually do it to X blocks high, so yeah. I think for the front, I'm gonna try and copy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3. Gap of 3. It's a gap of 2. And it's gonna be a gap of 1. Gap of 4. And a 2. Gap of 3. 1, 2, 3. And a 3 here. And that just makes it look cooler, like so. And yeah, doesn't this look a little better? I think this looks pretty cool actually, for what I've built. So yeah, that's that wall done. And then we're just going to copy what's on this side here. So yeah, you can definitely tell how much I've put my mind into this. Like, that's why I've had it so much wider, so it's so much more open. Got one of our other buildings over here. I can't remember what that one was. It's so hard to see. Like, you can tell like how much fog has been added to this like thing. So there's a gap. So that's where it was. And these are all just gaps of 3. Obviously, this is a gap of 3 as well. It's these obviously is gap 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's just gonna do this. Just gonna add them. And that's all the windows in that position. I like the brightness of it. It looks pretty cool. Definitely the tinted windows definitely did some good there. For definite. Yeah. I tried to obviously not build this too big, because obviously there's a lot to consist of when it comes to building things like this. There's a lot to get involved when it comes to building. I haven't even had anything yet for my lunch. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the middle. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the 7th layer is going to be where we're going to have light and stuff. And then on the 6th layer, I'll have the glass that will protect the light strips and stuff. I'm even adult for lunch. I do need to get some food. So, yeah. And then there. What we're going to do is this bit is definitely going to be so the entire border of this layer is going to be just normal, like this, so it meets on all ends like that. Then it's going to be a just keeps it like that, and then there's going to be like gaps in between as well. So gap. I'm going to do it as like gaps of 4. It's just gaps of it's 3, so they're all 3s like this. With a gap of 4. So it touches it like that. So it's like that. Then we're going to do a big, massive gap of 2 here. So we're going to have gaps of 2, and again, the same thing. So obviously it's a gap of 2 each. So that's 1. That's 2. And then anyway, I'm just going to repeat that again until it reaches the end. So you'll figure out what I'm doing. It's a strange light sequence, but hey ho, I think it's pretty cool. You'll figure out what I'm actually going to do with the outwork, the outdooring look of it when it's done. So I'm just gonna do these just mark gaps in between, like so. And there. here. And there. I think it's a pretty interesting pattern that I've come up with for the light sequence for this one. It's definitely different from what I would usually do for buildings, which is usually just pop them all over. It just gives it a really cool thing. You can tell as well that I know where they're going. And it just adds this like really cool lighting effect and stuff. Some light features and stuff. Definitely different to what we usually do. So like each bookshelf as well that I'm thinking of. Obviously, it's going to have its own little special light sequence and stuff that I'm doing. So on the top here, going from the edge, I'm just going to now have it. It's covered. It's a little something cool, I guess. I feel like it looks pretty cool to me. That just covers it up. And that just blocks off what we've got here, which is the lighting sequence underneath. It's definitely pretty cool. So what I might do is I might split this up. Into parts. So that is the exterior complete. Oh gosh, it's still looking a little dark in here. So what I'm gonna do is, maybe rather than tinted glass, which is what I thought could be a big problem, is that obviously is that some of these are gonna look like lamps. So it's gonna look like lamps in some areas. So some of them are gonna have doubles. So put one there, one there. One there. Two there, actually. I could put two there. One there. One there. That's just 1, 2. That makes it look cooler, I guess. There. And that just adds a bit of extra lighting, so they're like little lamps and stuff. On the wall, there's going to be bookshelves now. So for the bookshelf thing, I'm going to add one zone here. So that's got, I think this foot lamp here might be removed. As what I'm thinking of is adding that at the top, and that goes there. I guess it's make it look cooler actually. That makes it look pretty good. Okay. I was thinking of originally like putting that off, but I really like that. That is pretty cool. So I guess do the same on this side as well. So it's an actual patch of 3 there. I don't know, some weird stuff is going on over here. So I think again, I might do a 2 this time. Actually, I really like the 3 here. And I'm gonna go do. So the light goes there. There. That looks actually pretty cool. Like how we've got these like little columns of like bookshelves and stuff there. That looks pretty cool. Same goes for this one as well. This one's much easier because that's like not a gap of 4. I guess this looks pretty good. I think what I might have to do is maybe change the style of the window. Here we go. I don't know why, but anyway. Where is the thing? Chats. That. So I'm gonna do the same on this edge as well. I like the way I've done these like little columns. I feel like the lights are just a bit too dark. I guess I might have to change the style of glass I'm using because it's a little dark in here. We don't like darkness, do we? I'm not a huge fan of darkness. It's like a stack of 3. It's done, done, done. Duh. Light in the middle. Duh, 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 duh. I feel like this looks pretty cool though. Like some of the desks where the PCs are going to be, they're going to be like, they've got lights on them and stuff, so it's going to be definitely a difference. So we've got some of the stacks of them. So we've got a like that is pretty cool. Again for the side walls. Is I could do it like that and then then What now? Okay, just like leave the world and go back in. Okay, we've got some tech difficulties, so I might have to leave the world. Reese is gonna have to reset, and we'll be back. So, Reese is just resetting his Xbox up. There's his screen just like totally black for some random reason. So if you just bear with me, we should be back on very, very shortly. So yeah, I'll put this on pause. So that was officially part 1 of the library. I have to continue this at a later date, so there will be a part 2 to this library, just like there was with the hotel one. Reese has been dealing with some extreme technical difficulties, so we've had to cut the episode short and we'll split it into 2 parts. So next Sunday, hopefully, fingers crossed, the issue will have been fixed and we'll be back in full finish with the library and making it look pretty cool.